America is not a racist country.
Ladies and gentlemen, these people are so fake. How many times have we heard, this is not who I am? Yes, it is. That's why that came from you. I can't believe that came from my mouth. It probably came from your mouth many times in your lifetime. Okay? I mean, this is so phony. I wish y'all would stop saying that mess. It is who you are. That's why you said it. It's very insulting to say these kind of things and then come back into the crowd talking about, well, this is not who I am. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. It's been who you are from a long time. People that say that word in front of others, you've been doing that for a long time. You didn't just pop up and do this one day in a classroom. Give me a break. Look at the age of this woman. You mean to tell me she didn't say that word throughout her life? I'm willing to bet everything in my wallet that she has. Please stop saying that stuff to us. For real. So, this is a Catholic high school teacher that was fired for using the N word, and they said she used it multiple times in the classroom. So, Mary Devoto, she was a teacher, and at the time when the N word kept coming out, she was lecturing about Native American culture, and this was world history class at Mother McAuley Liberal Arts High School. So this is a Catholic school that she did this in. Not that it makes any difference. We know it don't. A Chicago Catholic school has fired a history teacher after she repeatedly used a racial slur for Black people during a class discussion on sports teams' names and in a meeting with administrators. So she did this in the classroom and she did this in a meeting with administrators. Oh my goodness. She was in her comfort zone, y'all. Yeah, she was there 41 years, and look what she got to do for those 41 years. See, it's not so easy for them to get away with this stuff because we are in the day and time of technology. So, whatever you say during lectures will ultimately end up on the internet. Mary Devoto was teaching Native American culture for a world history class at Mother McAuley Liberal Arts High School. She began a discussion of the Washington Commanders' former name and why it was offensive. She told students the team's former name was as bad as the N word, using the full word. A student recorded the lecture, which circulated on social media. The school moved to suspend Devoto and later terminated her position on Monday. In a statement, school officials said the firing was necessary because of the subsequent conversation with the teacher in which the same racial slur was communicated in its entirety several times, despite clear informal directives to stop. The N word is never acceptable. Now, remember, in the interview that you just saw, she said, "Oh, I just said it twice." They said she said it several times, not only to the students, but in a meeting with administrators. Not the first time she's done this, y'all. She's way too comfortable. Devoto, who acknowledged that she used the slur again in talks with administrators, told the Chicago Sun-Times, said she wouldn't use it again. So she admits it. She's using that like drinking water. It's nothing to her. You can't just talk about wonderful things in history. We have to talk about the underbelly, Devoto said. But I agree. I did not present the lesson well, and it wasn't conducive to the learning experience for my students. I am mortified and want to fix it. I don't know, y'all. Do you think stuff like this can be fixed? I don't know. I don't think so. I sure wouldn't sit around and let her lecture me again, not even for an apology. I would, if, that day, I would probably not be in class. Okay. Her family has started a petition to reinstate her job. School officials haven't commented on it. So she's trying to get her job back, and she wants to be able to get back in front of the class and yada yada yada. And I I I, I was just trying to teach a class. Okay, wow, but not surprised. I mean, look, ladies and gentlemen, since I've been on YouTube, these kind of incidents have happened in school multiple times. Okay, it has. We see these type of stories come out every single school year, every single one. And we even saw it during the time of remote learning, where there were controversial things that these teachers brought up to students. And I did not care for the fact that those few times that we saw those videos, how those teachers, Karen, was sitting there and addressing the students like they were an adult like her. That was really disturbing. And these students, many of them are intelligent, but they cannot compete on that adult level yet. So it was a pathetic thing to see, but it gave us all a very clear view of what it's like in these classrooms for students. Well, y'all gonna have to tell me what you think on this one. I don't think she should get her job back. I think the right decision was made. I don't care if she was there 41 years. You don't take that into consideration when one of us get fired, so it should not be taken into consideration when it's her. No exceptions, but that's in a just world. But remember, we're in this world. We're not in a just world. Please leave your comment and subscribe. Don't forget to hit on the notification bell, and I'll see you on the next video.